Yeah, y'all already know what time it is. We got some 2XKO, aka Project L updates. We got Young Sage M here. It's gonna talk to us about what's coming up or what's finna happen. I just got home from work, so I this is hot off the press. I can't wait to see what goes down. Let's see what happens. What they finna talk about. I hope it's like some like update, like alpha when the beta is gonna be ready or whatever the hell. I hope that's gonna be the updates. But let's see. Let's get into it.
Hey, welcome to Riot Games.
There we go. Let's get it.
I've been invited to chat with two very lovely people, of course, Tom and Sean, about something very special today. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. They just told me to come in here, you know, hang out, play some video games.
And everybody boxed up. Everybody playing leverless. Oh, I can't wait to play him. It's Echo.
We're going to talk about our first playtest towards the end of this year. It's going to be in August. Calling it
August?
Alpha Lab.
Alpha Lab,
this is,
okay.
The next step in building this game together with players. And so this is going to be a very early version of sort of our first draft of the whole game, not just core gameplay.
So it's not just two characters on screen hitting each other and then assists coming in and stuff like this, but the actual around that, playing online against other human beings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So it's going to be an online play test.
Yes.
Offline play is there, but it won't be in this test. And
there's
you
going to
can
be
play
tournaments
at home,
for it.
PC.
There's
or,
already going to be
Xbox
tournaments for this alpha test.
or PlayStation 5. But the whole experience of like how you get into the game, what are there things to do other than fight? We have some great ideas and we put them together in a little package. And so it's going to be a little jank, but that's kind of the point.
That's fine.
It's important
That's fine.
that we hear your voice.
That's fine.
At an early enough stage where we can actually make changes.
Yeah, and I get the sense that this is really just the bones of it, right? Like the gameplay is there for everybody to mash on and have a good time, but the bones and the outline of all of the other systems in the game, like how you play against other humans, what the UX and UI and stuff like that looks like, all these other features around the game besides like
Very important.
playing and hitting another character on the screen. So when people get a chance to play this at home, what kind of feedback are you looking for? You're not just looking for, I'm the EVO champion.
And this is the FGC, fighting game community. This is important. Hold on. This is important, FGC. I know we're going to be in big honeymoon phase when this drops, but can we please be objective? And if there are things in this game that we see as, I don't know about that or know how I feel about that, let's voice these things objectively and with some sense and not just headassery, because I know how the FGC gets. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Let's do this. Let's actually try to help these people instead of make a game tailored to my needs and wants. Please. That's all I ask. I will be on the front line to let y'all know. If I ever get invited to the alpha test, I'm just letting you know right now, I will be voicing very heavily with things that I do and do not like. I'll probably make a video about it as well. So yeah, let's get back to the vid.
And the frame data on this needs to be different. You know, you're looking for everything, right? Like I went to play against my friend and it was hard to figure out how to play against them, or like, you know, these kinds of things. Like, what are you looking for and what kind of feedback is helpful for you?
Yeah, exactly. This is our first draft of like sort of the whole game loop, right? So how you get into the game, how do you like play with your friends?
5 characters.
We're trying some things.
I'm playing
that are,
Echo,
you know,
and I'm
some things
probably
that are
gonna play
conventionally familiar to you, some things that are
Darius
new.
or Yuri.
And we want to get
Yasuo,
your
my bad.
feedback on
I
how
said Yuri,
it's all
stupid.
holding together. What's your wish list? Like based on what you're seeing, like what's missing? Tag me in.
Playing Echo.
Sean, tell us
I'm
about the
100%
kind of
playing
cool
Echo.
things that we're
I don't know
looking for.
who is going to be the back,
To
but
Tom's
Echo
point,
is the
and kind of to
point.
your earlier point, this is really early, right? And so when it comes to the type of feedback we want, we really do want to hear
This is good.
everything.
I like
Even
this.
like the push the glasses up, like actually that stuff's helpful. You know, the larger parts of the game, the around game, even though it's very early, we want to hear about it.
Yeah, I get the sense you guys have direction. This is what we're thinking about doing. So, you know, it seems like feedback of like whether you think that's a cool place to go or not is good. And to your point that Tom just mentioned, it's not just, oh, this is all the stuff in the game, this is what I like about this, but things that are missing. If you're like, oh, I really wish this feature was in the game, right? Maybe
I like
you guys
that.
are already planning it.
Yes.
And maybe it's something
There
you
are
weren't
some
thinking about
features,
that might be
yes.
useful, right?
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to practice mode.
Long-time fighting game players, and we just want to make a better future. And this is like the first step there, and it's the first step of many with players in this capacity where people can take it home and play with it.
All right, so this test is coming out. People are gonna get a chance to play it. So when I boot up the video game, if I get in. When I boot up the video game and it's time to play,
You're gonna
like,
get in,
what
Sejam. Don't do
I have
that.
my hands on?
First and foremost, we're gonna let people that get in be able to invite one other player.
Oh,
You get in
let's
there, you get in with
go.
a friend. You're gonna see the champions that we've seen so far up through EVO Japan and Combo Breaker, but there's gonna be a new champion to try out, and so you'll see things like Ari, who will have a little bit of an updated kit, a little bit easier to play, still have that ceiling. You'll see other things like we'll have a new fuse called a Pulse Fuse, which is the recommended way to play it. It makes it much easier, more fun more quickly, as well as some changes based on feedback we've heard around how long combos are. So we're reducing some of the outliers, and also we're upping some of the special damage and early combo damage to just make matches go a little bit more quickly.
Every time I see you two, they're like, yeah, last time you guys mentioned this. It's basically been like every time I talk to somebody on the team, it's like, you guys mentioned this last time, and in this build, this is new, so tell me what you think about it, right? It's been almost always universally, hey, some change or something that somebody mentioned last time is like in this version, so I'm sure the same kind of thing will happen. But I wanted to touch on this fuse that you were talking about a second ago. What's this new fuse situation like?
Our aspiration for this game is to make a game that's really fun right away.
Yes.
Both for experienced players and like whatever your skill level, like with fighting games, if you're brand new.
Yes,
if
very
maybe, like,
important.
you've played a lot
Yes.
of fighting games, but you haven't played this kind of tag fighter, or if like you're, really into tag fighters, like no matter what your background, we want you to have fun right away.
And so we try a lot of things, and one of the things we land on is this
That's
Pulse
a
Fuse.
hold on.
The way it works
That's a very important word that a lot of FG's people have forgotten about because everybody's trying to be a top player. Fun. If you're not having fun with the game and you're not having fun, why are you playing? What is the point?
is you can mash light, medium, or heavy, and it will lead you into an auto combo.
Right.
And so just mashing light, this is what you do.
So this is essentially
Perfect.
And so,
modern.
That's great. And if you mash medium,
Even more modern.
Yeah, Spencer meter.
yeah, and spend some meter and it'll go into a super. And if you mash heavy,
It's gonna go crazy. You get the
it goes
big,
right into your ult.
yeah.
Of course, you need to have the meter, to go into the ult. So
Right.
I have
in
questions.
that way. But the really cool thing about this fuse as well is you can flow between the options. So like, you can hit this light, get into an air combo, switch to medium, and now all of a sudden it
Go
goes
to
right
your super.
into the other super. Once people start getting comfortable
Is
switching
there-
between the different lines,
Is there a
auto
different
combo,
for damage
within
though
pulse,
when it comes to this pulse?
then they can start maybe like, oh, cool, I can kind of get an idea of how this character's combos work. I can see the basic building blocks,
Right.
what comes after what. Then they could try it on their own and maybe like lead into an advanced fuse.
And also all your manual options still work while you have this fuse.
I was gonna say, this whole
Important.
time you've been on
Yes.
Pulse Fuse doing all these fancy combos and stuff, but like if you want to, you can also do the auto combo. So if you're playing with a friend who's new and they pick the Pulse
Cooking.
Fuse and they're playing the game,
Let's
then you
go.
can still do all the fancy stuff you want to do with your character.
Oh,
One of
look at
most
the
important things for us
damage.
is being able to play with your friends. We were hoping that this could also be one of those avenues to better enrich the duo play experience when someone's brand new. They're having a good time, you're doing the more advanced stuff, you're actually playing the game together still. And again, like, they can take that next step at any time.
The option there is really, really
Man,
nice.
man, I'm gonna have to miss
especially
Evo
for
this year
so
too,
much
bro.
better
I'm
casting like this.
gonna get hella
I actually
FOMO
find
come next
myself sort of
month.
dipping in and out of Pulse Fuse, like when we're testing a new champion, and I'm like, okay, what does this character do, right? And then I say, okay, these are my bread and butters. This is kind of what the champion's all about. And then I try to do it manually, and then I can quickly. It's just a quick way of onboarding to the character by playing and not like watching videos or.
Like anything, tell us what you think about it.
Yeah.
When you're playing with it, you're trying it with different characters.
I like this. I
when
like
you're
how
playing
they're
with a
open
friend.
about this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and that's something I'm really curious about is like when someone else plays it, if playing with their friend liked using it, or if their friend immediately jumped off and was like, cool, I'm gonna go do, this, that, like, I don't know, like, regular combos. I'm really curious what people think. And when I teach people the game, I will definitely recommend them to try
I
it.
just want my hands on the
On
game.
your topic about gameplay changes, you mentioned Ari has changed quite a bit. So what's the difference between the character from before to now? Because for me, I didn't end up learning her because I thought, well, this is gonna take me some time. Like, she is a character that I was like, I think the floor is probably pretty high here. So when I have time at home, I'll learn the character. That was sort of the way I looked at her.
That's pretty crazy because you picked up Echo, which is like one of our more advanced
Right.
characters, right?
I don't care.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I
so
learned him and
cool.
I didn't have time for Ari. That was kind of what happened. I was like, I'll spend my time on Echo, and then whatever everybody else does with Yasuo, I'll steal that.
Ooh, are we hurting each other for sports?
One thing we heard a lot about Ari is that people love how she looks, how she plays, and then when they play her, they're like, oh man, this is an ammo system I have to manage. This is a really hard hump
Oh,
to
she
get
has an
over."
ammo
and
system.
A lot of the feedback we got was, oh hey, when I hit this S1, it just uses all my ammo up. And then I have to like find space to get it back. And most people can't do that, nor is it that
Damn.
exciting, right? So you still see the 3 Foxfire charges, but there's no more like using the ammo and then having to manually recharge it. before when you hit S1, it would do a barrage of Foxfire blasts, and now it just shoots a single Foxfire. But if
I
you
like
hit it
that.
a couple times, she'll do multiple hits. So you can just like do something really acrobatic.
She gets
fun,
it automatically.
Magic. But if you hit it a third time, she does this Rekka, where you get paid.
She has a
and
Rekka.
she
Oh,
continue
you
to
can
combo
put that
from
with an
there.
assist.
And that's just because, like, hey, I see this character and I want to use her and I want to do something.
Oh
fun.
man, yeah,
So,
you can give it a
it's
Rekka that,
really
put that
good
with an
job of
assist.
giving you an
You can go
opportunity,
crazy.
to kind of like find.
She can do
this
the full
fun and
Rekka, or you
this
can do
cool
two.
outcome, these acrobatics, this magic right away. However, we still want to add the juice,
Right.
and so you can air dash after the second.
Oh,
hit. So go ahead and
no.
try it.
Ay, air dash.
And
Ay.
you know, put a mix on it, and it starts to get really fun when you have an assist come out, you know, as
Yep.
well, and then
Yep. I'm already like, yeah, putting an assist with that.
but, you know, there's
Crazy.
counterplay.
Crazy
So if you do it
pressure.
again.
Pressure.
and I was any good at it, we could show you the counterplay. So
Counter
you know,
hit.
you can, if they're too predictable, you can hit her out of it. And she's
Okay.
also got a down S1. Before, this used to be a bomb that would use
Right.
all of your
Oh.
charges, but now what it does is it you know, creates this shot that homes
Set
in on you.
play.
Delay.
Yeah, homed on the area.
Oh, that's set
So
play.
it's a little bit slow, but as you'd expect, you can actually do some really cool setups with it. So we'll go ahead and show you one just like quick example here.
Okay.
where if
That's
you
big
call the
set play.
assist
Knock down,
and
call
when
that.
you switch to him, that still hangs out on the
Still-
screen.
it's still
And
there.
gonna-
You got a
it's
whole
gonna
lot.
go after you as well. So y'all show us what 6 setups you can do with this thing.
Oh my god, I
She
want to
is,
play
like,
so
visually, she's
bad.
Really, really cool, and obviously she's really popular. People like the character a lot, so it makes a lot of sense that people will be picking her up and they're like, oh cool, she's like so good, I want to play her, she's really awesome, and then they're trying her, oh god, what's happening? So these changes,
Super.
especially these two changes together, seem like you're trying to figure out ways for new players to jump in and then
You can
have
burst
access
too.
to
Now,
things
mind you, you could burst out of
faster
that.
while retaining that kind of skill ceiling for people long term, which I mean, you know, the last champion we saw at Lowry, obviously, she has like the just frames and all kinds of wild stuff in her tentacles. And I
Oh,
find
that's-
that she's
that's a
really
Rick
complex
character.
champ
Rick could be
with a lot
playing the
things
shit out of
going
that
on.
character.
So yeah, it is cool to see the design side of both of those things.
I sort of reject this notion.
The
that,
homie
like,
Ricky is
big
gonna be
good for
playing.
beginners and
If it's a
for-
big body,
for-
that's
bad
Ricky.
For experienced players, we want both, right? And that's very hard. And with Ari, we saw that like we were really nailing it for like the high skill players, but we were
Right.
just missing for like new skill players. And so now everything that Sean says is like, how do we like raise the bar for everyone?
We're just like wanting people to like get to the fun quickly, feel like they can have an impact right away, and then cool, get into that flow state. Let me just get one more. And it's very tricky, right? Because it's a team game. We have to think about duo play. If you kill one champion too quickly, how does that feel? And we're super interested to know from everybody playing. everybody
Seasoned
watching,
Marvel players gonna be right
like,
at home.
What does the game feel like now? You know, did we go far enough?
Yeah, is the game too fast? Like, is everybody like, oh gosh, I got in there and died in 5 seconds? With versus games in general, when they're newer, the games tend to take a little longer because people don't have fancy
Yeah.
combos and stuff, but yeah, people were developing them pretty fast, even from just like playing on show floors. Every time I've given you guys feedback, it's you've come back and been like, all right, we tried it, or
Man,
we
playing
looked
this at
into it, and,
Evo
like, we
was
thought
so
it
fun,
made a lot
but,
of sense,
like,
so we did this change, and so
I
it's
wanted-
always, like,
man, I wanted
feeling of
more
whatever
time
I'm
to just
saying is
sit
not
with
just
it.
like, yeah, all right, you say that that's good, sure, guy. It does feel like, all right, this is what, you know, we heard what you were trying here, we tried it like this. So it is a cool feeling to know that that's being heard, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody says and what you guys get for feedback once the game is playable.
Yeah, we are literally making this game for you, like the general you, of course, but also the general you out there, right? But that's all there is to it, right? Like we're in it to make a game for the
hold on, where's
FGC that can be something that players enjoy for a really long time.
You've been talking a lot about feedback, you know, give everybody feedback. How do you give people feedback? How does that work? Do I just like send you a pigeon, or is there some kind of way that I communicate with Riot Games? I just write Dear Riot like it's Santa, or how does that work?
Right. So if you are in the playtest, we'll be sending out surveys, and so please fill out the survey. If
Yes.
you're not in the playtest, we're gonna let folks who are in the test stream. Right. You know, we'll be watching
Yes.
social media. We're not just gonna look at the surveys. We're gonna look at sort of the broader conversation.
Oh,
How-
please give me a code,
The other
dog.
important thing is thank you everyone who signed up.
I'ma
in the
content
past.
the hell out this
For
game.
This one you're gonna need to sign up again. Sorry about that. And the instructions and how to do all that. We just put out an article on our website, and it's also linked in the description of this video. So check that out. Please sign up again.
Say
Sign
less.
up for real this time.
Yeah, sign up for real. Or if you've already signed up, sign up again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure everybody is down to sign up again. I'll be signing up.
Yes.
Who
Yes.
can get involved? Like,
Yes.
what places on the
100%.
planet can I check this out? Is it everybody? Is it certain places? How are you rolling this out?
In this first one, we're starting with a few select regions. It'll be on PC and console. We'll widen that out as we get closer to launch. But for now, this is our first sort of contact with like the player base at large, and so we want to like keep it a little bit contained. And this is sort of like an inflection point for us. Every single time players get their hands on this game, they teach us something new about it, and that's like our whole approach. We're literally making this game for the FGC. If you guys don't love it, then we're doing something wrong.
So we've been chatting about this for a little while. It sounds
That's
like
real.
everybody's going to be able to sign up, get involved, which you guys have been encouraging everybody. There's an article they can check out, the YouTube description, wherever it is. Sign up, make sure you get in there. But what else is, should we be looking forward to in this? Is there going to be more news, more information? Is it just like you guys are vanishing off the face of the earth?
They've been
until this thing is out?
kind of
Like, what
active
should I look
on
for?
Twitter though.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have more information about like how this works and what's going to be in it in the weeks leading up to the test. And
They've been
if you're going
memeing.
to Evo, you'll be able to take a sneak peek at the build there.
Nice, cool. So that'll be there.
I gotta
playable,
miss out,
local
bro.
play is in it.
Local play
I
is
want to
there that you-
emphasize that
yes.
local play exists.
Yeah, to be
Yes.
clear, that will just be the local play version of it,
Yeah.
and so all the around game stuff we talked about will come at the Alpha Lab moment.
This is our first step in sort of the
Wow,
next level
yo,
of the
oh
journey.
man, and
As we
Evo
get
is in
to the launch,
August,
there'll be
so
more
like
news.
after Evo, I see them
Not
shooting
just
out
like that,
codes.
A lot of it will be based on what we learn from this test and how long it takes us to respond.
Sounds like a plan. So thanks for you two sitting down with me, inviting me in here to chit chat about the game. Thanks everybody watching at home. We'll catch you guys next time with more info on 2XKO.
Gotta play this game, man. I gotta play this game, bro. I have to have this game in my veins. Like, I gotta do it. Where it's at. Yep, there it is. Get here. Give it here. Yep. I do have a Riot account. Yep. I will be doing this. Whew, boy. This, yeah, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this game to come out, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a bean. But let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk. So we just seen this. We just witnessed some greatness. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I'm so ready to play this game. I am so ready. I'm so ready to play this game. Man, yeah. I've been waiting for this game for quite some time now, from when they first shown it at Evo a while back. And seeing that it was a team game, yeah, I was ready then. Then I watched the Arcane series. That's when I was really ready then. And the homies are trying to get me to, one of the homies was trying to get me to play League. And they were like, yeah, you got to do it, bro, to understand. Nah, no. I just want to play the game, bro. I just want to play this. And now that I know that they'll be shooting alpha test codes out, or Alpha Lab, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great game. I cannot wait for the game to come out. Now, Riot Games, right? The cannons. All y'all at Riot Games. I don't ask for much. Please. Let me get one of them codes, bro. Please, bro. I need this injected into my veins, bro. I need to feel this game. Cause I was able to play this game at Evo, and man, this was a great time. They added it in 2 sections of Evo. It was a great time. I had so much fun playing this game. I had to have gone in that line about a good 10, 11 times playing this game, just playing Echo. And yeah, this game is gonna be great. I cannot wait to play it. I like how they're very open about this game and wanting to make sure that the game, first off, is fun and is accessible to players of all skill types. Have it be easy to pick up, but then again, that skill ceiling being like hard to master. I love that. I think that's great. I really cannot wait to see what they do with this, and I hope that the FGC is able to come together, and when they ask for feedback about certain things that they may like or dislike, or features that they would like to see, that they are objective and that they're able to help these guys make a masterpiece. Because I feel like this could be great. And this is going to be free to play, I think. Yeah, this is going to be free to play. This is, man, they can go stupid with this game. They can get real stupid in this game. This is gonna be dope. I cannot wait to play this game. And it's gonna have an offline mode. The alpha test is gonna have an offline mode, which I already know they're gonna be having tournaments for this at locals. There's gonna be I'm not sure how the online mode is going to work. If it's gonna be a lobby system or if it's just like find somebody to play. If it's a lobby system, I know the online tournament scene is gonna kick off. There's gonna be a can opener. There's 100% and a TNS and a Casa. Just know that's gonna be that. Yep. Heavy. Woo. Oh man, I gotta play this game. I gotta play this game, man. Whew. But hey, that's 2XKO news, Project L news for today. If you like what you see here, go on and hit that follow button. If you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. My bad, guys. Hit that like button. If you like what you see here. And until next time, y'all, catch y'all later. This is Fifth. Deuces.